Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Thank you so much for coming back. This is Anne's Aesthetics, where hopefully we can bring you a little bit of peace and happiness, maybe a whole vibe through painting tutorials today. I'm actually starting off with covering the start of another painting here that I ended up doing on a different canvas, so I figured, you know what, we're just going to put a background over this. No one will be able to tell anything. This is the shade 2 Blue for those of you that are wondering. This is just the cheap 50-cent, 54-cent, I think actually, ones from Walmart. I do like to paint the sides of my paintings. I think they make it cohesive and a little bit more clean. I do sell these on a different platform, so I want to make sure I'm getting a nice little product out to whoever decides to buy it, because I really appreciate them, you know, funding my bills. Using this cute little baby palette, I'm going to take the shade Nutmeg Brown. I had a little bit of white left over from another project, so I'm trying to scrape up the bare minimum that's left, and then I put some brown with that to create this nice light shade. My trick to getting the background to be like this is to purposely not blend the colors too much. So you might have noticed I had the white and the brown, and I kind of just gently blend them together, but not overwhelmingly, so that it creates a whole new color. We have these 3 shades that I'm going to be using: light mocha, pewter gray, and country gray. I'm going to start with that pewter gray, and I'm going to start with the trees for this. As the OG Bob Ross would say, paint your little happy trees wherever you please. Did he say it that way? I don't know. I kind of like that, though. Paint your happy little trees wherever you please. Signature stamp. Anyways, I'm following this inspiration photo for today's tutorial. This painting was done by an artist called Quiet Earth Cottage, I believe. Yes, I just confirmed that. But you can check them out on Etsy. I'm sure they have other paintings on there that you can look at. So be sure to check them out, because they are our inspiration for today's painting. Now I'm using country gray for the stump, and then I'm going to later go on and also use this country gray for the highlighting of my trees. For the inner part of the stump, I'm going to be using the shade Sunkissed Peach. As I'm filming this voiceover, I'm really excited because I'm looking at this footage and I see my old tripod and my old phone using the footage to film. And I just got a new phone and I got a new filming system, so I'm really excited about the quality of video I am going to be able to produce here soon. So excited for y'all to see that. I am using Barn Red for this color to create the little mushrooms that I'm placing everywhere. Now, the original photo had both gray and red mushrooms, but I decided I wanted to do all red mushrooms and add a little bit more. So that's what I did. I really like the baby mushrooms, so you will see quite a bit in there. purple mushrooms. I know I don't know if I've ever seen one, but I think it'd be cute. Just saying, someone should do that. Or you could do like an orange mushroom, whatever you want. Now tell me the truth. Did y'all like that ASMR type little section or not? That is the second one I've included, like the second video. I've included a little bit of ASMR teasing. I'm not really sure which direction I'm going to go with this ASMR, but we'll see. Outlining these little tiny mushrooms with a very small paintbrush with some black acrylic paint. You could also use a very fine detailed acrylic marker, but I just don't have one that I feel confident enough in, so I'm gonna use my hands instead. Now these little fellas are acorns. I started with a light brown shade, and then I'm going over with this black lining color to create a half moon, and then I'm doing like a cross stitch across it, just a little bit of, mess in there to make it look like it's scratchy, and then just one little twig sticking out of it for a little branch part that would be attached to the tree. I do honestly really like these acorns. I thought they turned out pretty cute. I got a little tired of the tedious work. I needed a mind break, so I switched to working on the trunk of the tree that's chopped that the ghostie is going to be sitting on. So I'm using some black to outline and draw definition onto this trunk. I'm back to the tedious work, but it's the stuff that makes it end up looking the best in the end. I'm going to finish outlining all these little mushrooms and the leaves and move on to the next step of the project. Finally, after finishing that, I can work on the tree trunk again. I'm drawing the little rings that trees have to show their age. So this tree is, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and ish years old. This trunk would not be accurate to years at all because there's no way a 5-year-old tree will be that thick. But let's just use our imaginations for this. I'm going to finish outlining the rest of the tree trunks and then work on drawing some lines within the trees to give it some definition and make it a little spooky. For the branches, really focus on getting the bottoms to be the fattest parts and the ends to be the thin parts of the branch. The mushrooms, I took some white and put dots all over them, just so cute. Ended up being so cute. Continuing with the white, I'm going to use it for the little ghostie that's sitting on the tree trunk. You have to imagine it as if you were sitting in a chair, like this ghostie is sitting on a tree trunk. Therefore, The legs are kind of the draping part, and the booty is the back. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm going to take my acrylic marker to outline this bad boy. We're going to draw the mouth like it's about to take a sip. It's opening its mouth to get some of that coffee in, the ghosty's mouth. And we're going to also work on the eyes that are going to be shut / looking down. This shade is King's Gold, and I'm going to be using this to create the little mug that the ghost is holding and sipping coffee out of, or tea, whatever vibe you are feeling. I'm honestly both. Some days I like to drink tea, and some days I just love coffee. I try to stay away from coffee, though, because caffeine is not that good for me, but tea, I also like to sneak in coffee. I like to sneak in the caffeine, and I tell myself it's okay because it's tea. It's healthier than coffee, at least, so that's okay. I was honestly so impressed with my work with outlining this mug until I got to the handles part. Then I was like, shoot, you screwed it up. It looks bad. So I struggled with the handles, but the actual mug itself, I was like, you know what, pat yourself on the back. That doesn't look too bad. Those lines are okay. And they're small and thin. That is impressive for once. Look how cute that is looking. I am going to put a little heart on the little mug and use a brown for the coffee on the inside. And then I'm going to use this cute shimmery red to sign the painting because I thought it would complement the mushrooms so nicely. And I'm going to use a glossy Mod Podge to seal this painting and just make it really pop. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. It is pretty much finished, and I just love how it turned out. I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I like the outcome. I hope you do too. I hope you have a wonderful, happy day, and I'll see you next time.